Clive, have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
No. To share mine, actually. Hugo Kuka is dead.
Oh my. Can it really be true?
Look, he's crying. He is. The big baby.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right. Brilliant.
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
It has.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
Hippocrates. After Kuka fell, Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him. With my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has. To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not. But until I do, my investigations shall continue.
Thank you. It means a lot. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
Is there something I might assist you with, Clive? I have quite the find for you today. If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it. You are always welcome, Clive.
Is it business or pleasure? If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. Is that all?
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips. Hugo Kupka is dead.
What a relief.
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something?
Just spreading the word.
So, the Professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him.
You're right.
Well, when you do, she's been going at it hammer and tongs down in that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time.
Very well.
If I don't come up with something soon. All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
So I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
So, and the
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise. Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts meching. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides, that stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you...
Blackthorn,
Hell with it.
it's for me.
This might go on then.
She said you would know.
Krieger's teeth. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can, and I'll need help. Get Gav and Otto in here, will you?
All right.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, hasn't she? Typical. Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave.
And,
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Velcroy. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand coat in the sand.
and the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, and we can get this over with. You going after the start? Which one of these two lucky souls is going?
Otto,
All right, then. Where do we find this stardust?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
And I'm guessing you'll be needing sackloads of the stuff. Might be worth our importers at the Dalimil Inn. I'll head down there. See about finding us a wagon.
all right. I'll meet you by the river.
You...
Just don't let the bastard fleece you, mate.
he wouldn't do that.
Looks like I found the river. Now where's Otto? Otto, sorry I'm late.
Oh, Clive. I had a quick scout about, and I reckon... Seems Blackthorn's the only one who thinks smithing with his stardust stuff's a good idea. It's just lying here, waiting for any... Well spotted.
So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me. That should be enough for now. Let's see how Otto's getting on.
How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
More than me. Put it all together and I can't see Blackthorn complaining. Here, Clive. Sid would be proud.
Of what?
Of you, you idiot. The way you've carried on what he started. When we first met, I had you down as a spoilt little puppy who enjoyed nothing more than biting the hand that fed you. But 5 years on, you're the one doing the feeding. So thanks for proving me wrong.
You weren't wrong. But I changed. Thanks to Sid. And thanks to you. When I suggested taking on his name, you were the first to back me. And if you hadn't, no one else would have. I couldn't have done any of this without you, Otto.
Yo, give over. You're making me blush. All I did was choose hope over despair. I gave you a chance, yes, but you're the one who took it. You took a rabble of homeless, hopeless outcasts and put them back on their feet. Gave them something worth fighting for, just like the old Sid did. About time I was heading back, I reckon. All this scrabbling about in the sand's taken its toll on the old pins.
I'll see you back at the hideaway then. You can take a well-earned rest.
Oh, but I'll make sure Blackthorn gets his precious black sand before I put my feet up. He'll own it.
Right. Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs. Blackthorn.
Yeah. Cheers for the stardust. Should be enough.
Nice to get out. Let's do it again.
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could...
Thank you, Blackthorn.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
Think Mid might need some help tidying up.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn started work on the plating.
Excellent. One down.
So,
The helm for this will be
salvage from the ruins. I thought...
but we...
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name? Right.
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes.
I'll show you the plans then. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode. This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why? If sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop there. Mid said we might be able to use parts of a full... Where would I find...
Ah, yes. It's no...
I see. Would that help?
Oh, I'll gather my...
Good day to you. You're quite talented. With that rod of yours.
Yardan say the floods are closer than they've ever been. Let
This Wait!
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so... The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine.
Of course. Anybody home? This must be our unwanted. I failed. slow. The things I do for you.
Sid!
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the Height.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Come to claim your just desserts? Come again. I may have more for you.
Think Mid might need some help tidying up.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the help.
Excellent.
And
Right. The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. A prism for the drag. I thought a triple thick. The helm and the. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what to do it.
well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek.
Tomes. I've got. Can you take this too?
Right away. Hippocrates.
For you, Clark?
Well, actually, it's for Mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Shielding for a myth. And what are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight. While, as you can imagine, she's struggling.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to...
Perhaps. It is not a different material she requires.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelus complains that without a constant supply of... pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation before the... It might...
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need.
The other can assist me...
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure...
Shielding that guards against even the most ferocious flames. We could have done with some of that.
So, Clive, who will accompany you?
Very well. So then.
I have taken the liberty of...
White chocobo eggs. Are you sure this list is right? I would have thought the ingredients would be a...
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are so much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction. Hence, now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the...
Is that so? I've been meaning to visit Northreach anyway. I'll set out now. Join me there when you're ready.
I will. You too, Ty. Now, where's Jill?
There's talk. At the glass gate. Keep them pilchards nice and chilled. I won't abuse.
Are those Pepio nuts?
How goes the hunt for ingredients?
I'm sure everything we need is somewhere among... Why don't we split up and see?
All right.
How about you look for the Peppy? I'll find the other...
Up! You'll not find a bruised pippin in the bushel. Fresh cuts. Come and get them before they're gone.
What can I interest you in today? I hope it's to your liking. You're always welcome here in Lostwing.
How the hell is anyone supposed to...
What do you want? And?
That's everything. Let's see how Jill's getting on.
Citizens are free to come and go as they please.
Whatever wants it.
Did you find everything?
I did.
Garlic and Pepio nut. But before we head back... Thank you for asking me to help you today. It makes a nice change.
It does. It's good to get away from all the battle and bloodshed for once. Just being here reminds me of when we were children. Do you remember? Walking down Market Street in Rosalith, taking in the sights and smells.
How could I forget? What with Torgal's antics. Remember how his nose would prick up at the scent of sausages? He'd go racing away and we'd have to go running after him. We wouldn't catch you now, would we, boy?
Was there anything you wanted to buy for yourself while we're here?
There was, yes. Well, sort of. Molly in the kitchens told me about a place that sells particularly good pies. Thought you might like to share one with me.
I would. Thank you.
and I saw some bread. Big white cobs like the baker back in Rosalith used to make. What do you think? I thought we might get some soup to dip it in. But then I tried a slice of the butcher's dry-cured ham, and it was just... oh.
You all right?
Sorry. It's just... you're right. I really do feel like a child again being here with you. Clive. Is it wrong of me to enjoy this?
No, Jill. This is how life should be. And it's how our lives will be when our work is finally done. When we can live on our own terms.
I hope so. Thank you, Clive. Well, I suppose we better be getting back. I'll see you at the hideaway.
Take care.
I will.
This isn't gonna be easy. Rest well. I know I will. Wonder how Harpocrates is getting on with the moon dew.
Thanks to see it.
How's work on the shielding progressing?
Well, very well indeed. I was just explaining to Tarja. And now that we have all the...
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few
What about the shielding?
Work is underway.
Apparently.
Thank you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me? Of course.
Oh, and Clive, thank you.
It appears our work here is... a shame. I was in when both the shielding and the moon dew are ready. Followed, perhaps...
Leave it to me. Thank you. Well, I'd better go and give Mid the good news then. Sorry to keep you waiting, Mitt, but you'll be pleased to know that work on the shield...
You found something...
In a manner of speaking, Harpocrates is supervising the construction and
Brilliant! I knew you were...
Don't thank me.
Right then, better start working out how to the Black Hat.
I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not
Displacements.
Same different. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in... Let's take this at Mid. You...
On my way.
Oh,
It's finished. It's finally finished.
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build...
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow.